Alright, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today it's another early morning. So the last time I posted a video was over a month ago now, which was early February. And if you know where I've been fishing, but just getting skunked. So didn't want to post any skunk videos because I know you guys don't like watching those kind of videos. So today, hopefully, this will be a video, as right now it is currently 5:30. Usually, when I go bass fishing, which I'm doing today with my dad, we usually leave between 4 to 5, but it's still winter, but kind of early spring. But this time of year, the bass still want the warm and the cold. So we're gonna leave in about 30 minutes. We got to get the rods and the boat and then a couple more things, and then we'll head on to the lake. Today we're going to Lake Berryessa, which I'm excited to go to. First trip of the year. Haven't been there since 4th of July. Yeah, usually I go there in the spring and summer, and sometimes the fall, which I haven't been going. And the lake this year, like right now, it is only 1 feet down below the glory hole. So that's for the first time in 5 years. So I'm super excited to see the lake, and gonna be camping there for a night. So I will be fishing all day, and part of tomorrow, Sunday. So today we're gonna see if we can hook on any fish. Gonna be throwing a lot of baits to see. Hopefully not be throwing finesse, and wish us luck, you all. Stay tuned in this video. That's not bad. Got one. Yes. Oh. See. That's cold. Oh, it's fish of the year. That's the first goal in the morning, and I got it. It's a nice 1-pounder. Catching bass is so fun. There we go. Oh, it's spotted. It's gotta be a spotted bass. Oh yeah, it's a good spot. Oh, it's smallmouth. A big smallmouth. That's a good one. Woo. Oh, I gotta get this one. Man, it's a good smallmouth. Oh. Nope, 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 nope. Don't you dare come off. Come on. No.
Lost him.
Head shakes, dang it. Oh, God, it hurts. That was a good smallmouth. There we go. Largemouth? Largy. Usually had to be a fish in here. They're all the same size.
There we go.
Nice.
Some tennis going down the line.
There you go.
Like that.
Nice.
Okay, ready?
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright you guys, so came back to camp, taking a little break, but as the boat's on shore, I've been fishing with the Ned rig and hooked on this nice smallmouth. Yep, using the Ned rig now, PB&J. Got a couple other bites from little fish, but yeah, the smallmouth got it. Nice little chunky 1.5 pounder. He's probably close to 2, but there we go. I'll take it. Alright you guys, so as you can tell, I'm on the shore now, as I'm going to be having lunch in a little bit. I'm using this good old Ned rig. Ned rig always does the job, especially when the bite's a little slow, you know. Whenever those fish aren't on those reaction baits, you gotta try finesse, and you know, it's fun. Alright, see if we get another one. Alright you guys, back at the spot. It's been about 30 minutes later. Had a good lunch. Gonna be going back to the Ned rig, which has been catching most fish, just finesse. Alright, get to it. So yeah, it looks like today there's a crappie tournament that I heard going out from Capel, which is right over there on the right side behind that hill. As yeah, you can see there's a basket there, there, and there. I wonder how the crappie tournament's going for everybody. There we go. Looks like a largemouth. Ooh, it's a good one. Good one, you guys. Looks like it's another nice smallmouth. All right, here we go, you guys. All right, now this is what I'm looking for right here. And this fish is super cold. The water temps out here are about 55 degrees, so yeah, these fish are still gonna be kind of cold, but hey, at least they're up here in the shallows and they're eating. There we go, you guys. That is number 3 for me. No, sorry, number 4. Yep. Nice fish. All right, let's put this guy back. All right, you guys, I'm gonna fish here for maybe like another 5 minutes. If I don't catch anything, I might try the other side or go on the boat, see what my dad thinks. But yeah, looks like there's fish fighting. Something going on. Bite's definitely not good though. You know, it's not like I'm not catching a fish every cast. First cast in the morning on the good old Ned rig, Lake Berryessa. Nice. This bass is eating. Chunky boy. Let's go. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna do a catch and release on this nice 2-pound spotted bass, 2¼ pounder. Alright, let's put this chunky boy back. There she goes. Hey everybody, that's going to do it for today's video. So as you guys watched, I went fishing at Lake Berryessa for the first time since July. It's been a long time. I remember last year, my first trip to Berryessa was in mid-April, and me and my dad only caught 4, but to start off in early March, we caught 15 between Saturday to Sunday out of the 2 days. So that's pretty good start of the year. So as you guys watched, the fishing was quite tough though, because starting off in the morning on Saturday we threw reaction baits like spinner baits, swim baits, chatter baits, crank baits, and rattle traps. I only threw the crankbait and rattle trap, but we didn't get one fish or bite or follower. So that's when we knew for the first 10 minutes if there's not going to be one fish, then they're not going to be eating reaction. So that's when I threw the drop shot in around the trees in about 15 feet of water, hooked on a nice 1 pound largie. He was about a keeper size. Fish had a belly, so you know that fish was definitely eating some stuff shallow. And then we head on to a different spot near where I caught that fish before, and on the drop shot again, hooked onto a nice 2 pound smallie. Even though it came off right there at the boat, at least got to touch it. You know, I tried to grab its mouth and popped off, shake the hook out, but it still kind of counted, unless if we were in a tournament, which would have been way different. And then my dad hooks onto 2 drop shot fish. I think one of them was a largemouth and then one of them was a smallmouth, or both. Not exactly sure, can't remember. But and then we come back to the campsite, and as we're eating breakfast, I decided to do some bank fishing to see if the fish are there, and I got a couple of bites, and then came back later and hooked on like a 1 pound smallie. And then the next morning on Sunday, the first cast on the same spot, threw my Ned rig in there and hooked onto a nice 2 1/4 pound spotted bass around there. And then the second cast in the morning, next cast, hooked on my nice 1 pound spot, little guy, but he was still around a keeper. And then went on the boat, same spot where I lost that smallmouth in the Saturday morning. And then me and my dad were able to hook onto 6 fish, which was good. Hooked onto first fish was, I believe it was a smallmouth or hybrid, one of those. I remember I caught myself a smallmouth hybrid, or actually I do remember now, I caught myself a smallmouth bass, like a 1 1/4 pounder or so. Then a hook onto a nice hybrid, like a 1 1/2 or so. Both fish had bellies. And then the third fish I caught, which I thought was like a 5 pound largemouth, it turned out to be, of course, a big mean old spot, and that was about 2 1/2 pounds. Then my dad hooks onto a few. He caught himself a nice smallmouth, a largemouth, and I believe he caught another smallmouth too. So in this trip, we knew that the largemouth weren't really in the shallows yet. This time of year, the spotted bass and smallmouth are going to be looking around more than largemouth. Most fish are still deep. I remember we were on the boat on Saturday, scamming down to see where is the bait at, and are there fish deep still. And we looked around between 50 to 100 feet, and we saw tons of bait, or not too much, like not crazy amount of bait, but we saw bait and fish. It looked like there was like a mix of bass, trout, salmon stuff. Yeah, most fish are still kind of deep, but all the fish that we caught were all the early spawners that are just cruising around looking for a few meals, like crawdad and stuff. Every fish that we caught had bellies, and all those were on Ned rig and drop shot. So still, it is the winter. The bass are not 100% ready yet, into going to eating reaction. So still got to fish low. Most of those fish I caught were just letting my bait sit for about 5 to 10 seconds. And yeah, if you guys want to know what I was exactly using, I was using a PB&J Ned rig. Make sure if you want to catch fish, a bass, I'd recommend going to Bass Pro Shops or anywhere else. They're all around for a good price. And this weekend I will be looking forward to doing some more fishing, but in the bay. But the next 2 weeks, hopefully I'll be back out Berryessa, as this weekend Berryessa all over Northern Cal, we're supposed to be having warm weathers, going up from between 70 to 75 degrees, and that's definitely going to rise the water temps at Berryessa, as this trip we fished in about 55 to 54 degree water. So, and that was the reason why the fishing was still tough too, because with the water temp still being kind of cold, those fish aren't really moving around yet. But as the water temp hits around the high 50s, 58 to 60 degrees, that's when you're going to see the fish starting to hit rattle traps, crankbaits, swim baits, and eventually eventually soon they'll start to hit spooks and then whopper ploppers, all kinds of baits, and then they're going to be spawning. So I cannot wait in this next couple of weeks. You know, looks like it's a early spawn. The water clarity is pretty good. Thought it was going to be a little muddy, murky, but it turns out last week, the water cleared up. So good to hear. Visibility is about 3 to 4 feet. As yeah, that'll do. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more videos coming. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Stay tuned.